ladies and gentlemen. Today is July 4th, 2017. And the time is 10:47 p.m. Today I was actually watching, I was in the middle of watching two games. I watched both live, the NBA Finals, Game 2. Cleveland won 2-0. And while I was watching that, I was watching Extreme Rules 2017. All in all, Extreme Rules was pretty good pay-per-view. Not a bad pay-per-view at all. But I have some questions. So let's get right to it. I did not see the pre-show, so I'm not sure what went down. Obviously a match. But I don't know. Getting right to it, Miz versus Dean Ambrose. Miz won the title. Obviously, it was inevitable. So, more power to him. I guess he's trying to break Chris Jericho's record. I think Jericho's for it. Fortunately, it has to happen, so fuck it, I guess. I'll give Miz credit for reinventing his style. I don't care for Maurice, but she's a heat magnet, so it is what it is. And unfortunately, hopefully, this will make Dean Ambrose change something. I don't know. I'm rooting for Ambrose to turn it up a notch. That's all I gotta say. For Miz, he's okay. Character's okay. I still don't care for him because he oversaturates himself on TV. I stopped caring for him the minute he was responsible for causing Dolph Ziggler to lose the IC title before he faced Sami Zayn at Survivor Series. So because of that, I don't take Miz seriously anymore. We had the mixed tag match. I don't care for mixed tag matches. I like intergender tag matches because everyone can hit everyone. But this one was okay. Rich Swann and Sasha Banks going up against Noam Dart, and Alicia Fox. Obviously, we have Banks and Swan winning. I was surprised the match got much noise as it did, but hometown pop, I guess, whatever. It's nice. This match, I'm gonna rip to shreds. The kendo stick on a pole match between Bayley and Alexa Bliss, with Bliss going over. Now, Bliss going over was expected. I don't take Bliss seriously, and after this match, I will never take her seriously. I don't care how great her promo ability is. I don't care how smooth in the ring she is. WWE needs to learn not to do this shit. And that was they pretty much they're dropping Bayley's stock. And just when it seems like Bayley was looking good and having some convincing promos, they have Bayley do this. Bayley, people could say, well, they have high hopes on Alexa Bliss. And just think of the stupidity behind this. Bayley begged Kurt Angle to have a regular match. Bayley begged Kurt Angle, general manager, to have the kendo stick match. And in this match, she did not use the kendo stick once. Well, they're trying to put heat on Bayley. Who fucking gives a shit? Then don't fucking have the match. Duh. Then have it a regular Extreme Rules match where, Alexa Bliss doesn't get hurt once. You have Bayley cut these convincing promos. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the pole. I watch this. I watch that. She's not this. She's not that. And then, we see this shit. We completely see this shit. She didn't use the kendo stick not once. Jeez. If Bayley's not going to win, which I've completely accepted, could you at least let her use the damn pole for once? Not the pole, the kendo stick. Could you at least let her use that? No. You have her job out to make Alexa Bliss look good, and that's what I call burying someone. Sorry, that's my opinion. I don't like to do fantasy booking, but that's retarded. And I think a lot of us can agree with that. But hey, you know what? What's done is done. All I know is this is going to make me support Alexa Bliss a lot less And if Sasha Banks turns heel, that's fine. And I would root for anybody to take that title off Alexa Bliss, but then that means watching Alexa Bliss programs, and that's not what I'm going to do. So, in that aspect, sorry, looks like the women's division's not getting my support anymore. Until, I'm just one podcast guy, but one non-viewer can mean a lot. So, it is what it is. Now that I got that energy out, we have the steel cage match between Matt and Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus and Cesaro. This match I liked. I wanted the Hardys to win, but Sheamus and Cesaro won. It is what it is. But it was a great match. Obviously, the Hardys shows, once again, no matter how old you are, these guys still have it. The Hardys show time and time again. It don't matter what promotion they're in. It don't matter what year it is. They got it. They have it. You know what I mean? The Hardys still have it. Jeff still has it. And if Matt ever lost it, hopefully whatever's going on with WWE and TNA and the Hardys, I really want to see the broken gimmicks. It's what got them back, and I don't know why WWE doesn't just capitalize on that. That's money. But it is what it is, like I said. So, whatever the case is, not mad. The match was good. Sheamus and Cesaro are champion. My only question is, where do they go from here? But we'll never know. Okay, next, an Elias Sampson promo. That one I just tuned out. It's not worth it. Cruiserweight champion submission match. They actually put it up in the card. Great match. It was a really great match, but obviously Aries lost for the third straight time. Neville has his number. Adrian Neville. Neville has Austin Aries' number. Guess, question is, what now? I really wanted Aries to win the damn thing, but I had a feeling they were going to stack the odds against Neville, and he was going to overcome it. Yeah, it's what it is. So, Neville wins, I guess. Neville wins. Next match. What? I'm trying to see if there was another match as well. I don't want to forget. Okay, let's go to the main event then. We have obviously the Fatal 5-Way: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe, and Finn Balor. My favorite was Finn Balor. Unfortunately, Samoa Joe won. Now, the match was decent. It was good until the end. Once Roman Reigns, and I'm giving the responsibility for this to Roman Reigns. Once Roman Reigns speared Joe and Wyatt through the barricade, the match just kicked up to a high level. Now the match got hot, and the match was great. With Seth Rollins doing his thing and all that, and then Roman Reigns in the spot. Now obviously you got the hot spot, which is what's called, where when it comes to triple threat, fatal 4-ways, 5-ways, someone's going to jump in to do their special, next person's going to jump in to do the special, next person's going to jump in to do the special, next person's going to jump into the special. Then you have the end where you finally get the victor, also known as the hot spot. You'll see it in tag team matches too. That results into more than 4 men or woman. The minute I saw Finn Balor before Joe come in, I said to myself, what the fuck? What are they doing? Because I knew once Balor hit his special on Romans, I said Joe's going to come in and probably steal this. And Joe did. Now, I'm not doubting Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, but my complaint is very simple. I mean, Bray Wyatt's all good. He got his match against Brock Lesnar somewhere in June. I believe next week or the 26th of June. He's facing Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw. So we're all good on that aspect. But Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. Not saying that their match at Great Balls of Fire would be bad, but I'm saying we all wanted Finn Balor. Now, I guess WWE has this thing to not let fans, not to swerve fans, I guess. I was actually counting on Braun Strowman to interfere. He didn't, but whatever. What's done is done, and we'll figure it out somehow. But I really wanted Finn Balor to face Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar will quote-unquote destroy Finn Balor, but my thing is, Balor didn't come out with the makeup. The least you can do, they'll probably do something. Well, because they don't want to put two heels together. There's time. So obviously, WWE is gonna make it worse by swerving because they do that. But it's what it is. You know, not mad at all. So we'll figure it out. But overall, the match was great. Pay-per-view was good. I just wished a couple of things. Like I said, my biggest complaint was the kendo stick on the pole. Why didn't you fucking let Bayley use the damn pole? She didn't use it not once, but, you know, that's earlier in this video. I'm not going to go back to it. All I know is I'm not taking this women division more serious. I'm not taking this women's division seriously. And if I didn't take it serious before, I'm taking it unserious less. Yeah, I'm going back to school to brush up on my English. But all I know is that's my only complaint. Samoa Joe, I'm just more disappointed because I wanted Finn Balor to win, but within a couple of weeks' time, I'll probably get over it. I just want Balor to get his rematch. That's all I ask. That's all wrestling fans ask, and we never got it legitimately. And my only complaint is why Finn Balor should have gotten this match is very simple. Because obviously y'all trying to build Roman Reigns up to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That's the ultimate card. The two behind 22-2. That's the bill. If you were to put Balor against Samoa Joe, or if you were to put Balor against Brock Lesnar to get his rematch, right then and there, fans won't crap all over Roman Reigns' build. But y'all chose not to, which is kind of stupid. But if y'all want to build it up beforehand, I suggest you put Balor in the match before anytime soon, because if he doesn't get his rematch clause, people will crap all over it. That's what fans want to see. Balor versus Lesnar. We don't mind seeing Joe versus Lesnar, but until then, we are not giving. I will give Roman Reigns the time of day, but other wrestling fans won't. So WWE, you got a choice. But other than that, I do hope Lesnar versus Joe delivers, because I don't want to be spoiled about it. At least we'll have some kind of good match, and this is the only way to shoot Samoa Joe into main event status. So make him a player in this company. So yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, this pay-per-view was good. I have no complaints except the Bayley situation again. And I'm hoping for Money in the Bank in the next few weeks. That being said, this is Jhammaster J, wishing all y'all peace, love, and prosperity. And I am signing out with a crotch grab. Peace.